Welcome to another episode of Upliftment for the World. I'm Joy Foster from High Vibes with Joy. I channel Divine Source Energy, and this is my weekly Divine Channeling for the public. So today is Sunday, March 8th, 2026. I'll go ahead and connect in and see what we get for this week. I would love to connect in to Divine Source Energy. For my highest good and the highest good of everyone watching at all times. Welcome in persons all around the world. We are delighted to be in your presence as you are in ours. This is an even energetic exchange. You will receive from this divinely channeled message what you meet us, Divine Source Energy, halfway to receive. Thank you to our dear Joy for translating the impulses, the vibration we are sending her for the masses, for the general public. This is a generalized message that will meet the needs of all. If it helps, you can focus here on heart center in your chest and see a door opening. And it is bright in here. See yourself as the spirit of you and distinguish yourself from your mind and your body. You are using this dear mind and this dear body of yours as tools to evolve in the physical. So see yourself here in heart center, the spirit of you, and invite your dear mind to sit here next to you. Your mind is your creation box. But it is also fear-based. That is the default setting, to be up here swimming around in fear in mind. And this is why you will catch yourself sitting in fear and lack and scarcity and doubt for self and others, as well as your path. And so it is to be a deliberate creator, each and every one of you. This means you are being deliberate about your soul placement, so that you are anchored in here to your soul placement. You are tuned in to soul placement. This is where it feels safe. This is where it feels secure. There has been much talk among the peoples about those who are awakened and those who are asleep or not awakened. Do you know that this is not a definitive box that you can set persons in? And do you know that it is none of your business how others are operating? Because as soon as you are pointing fingers saying, well, that person is behaving in that regard, that manner, because they are just simply not awakened, well, that is you resonating with someone who, in your perception, is not awakened. And you see here that that means there is an element here within self that, as you resonate with that, you see yourself in that individual. We mean no harshness. We mean no cruelty. There is no judgment nor blame in this message. You will never receive that from divine. And that is this energy that our dear Joy is translating. This is coming straight from the heavens, from the heavenly realm. It is a dimension. You are each evolving in the physical realm. But you each have the capability here to tune into your soul connection. And then you are tuned in to this dimension. that joy is receiving from, and these words that are sliding off of her tongue, she is just translating the vibration from the heavenly realms, this dimension. We want you each to be quite gentle with self. Practice grace with self. What you are noticing around you, it is just a reflection of something here within to evolve through. Do you see how this works? You are creating your reality here within your heart center. And you are resonating with what is outside of you based on what you are creating within. There will always be space to hold for hurts, for transgressions, for resentments, for shame, for guilt. That is part of this heaviness of evolving in the physical. So being quote unquote awakened does not mean that you are living in a life of peace and luxury at all times. Of course, that is at your fingertips, and it is to tune into these. But there will always be something simultaneously to hold space for. And that is what is getting the majority of persons tripped up. Be gentle with self. Hold self in high regard. Focus here on self. Focus on how you are feeling. It is time to get very real and personal with your own emotions. Because you are creating this entire reality by means of your emotions. It is not to fear a low emotion that you are feeling, but it is to honor this emotion and hold space here for this dear emotion. Because this emotion that is circling back around and being presented to you by means of your thoughts or circumstances or other persons, it is a chance for you to evolve through that emotion. So instead of pointing fingers and blaming at what delivered this emotion to you, take your attention off of that and focus here on this dear emotion, because this emotion is all versions of you that have experienced this emotion. And you are resonating with it because you are holding it here within the tissues of your body. And so as it is circling back around, it is giving you an opportunity to sit and evolve through this. That is how each of you are expanding your consciousness awareness. We are not saying to sit here and dwell in low emotions. That is not what we are teaching through this divinely channeled message, through our dear Joy's lips. No. Your main focus is appreciation. You are creating your life through your emotions, this entire reality, your perception of your reality. But you cannot evade, you cannot avoid your emotions of low nature, because they will continue to grow, to get your attention. And then your entire reality will be composed of this low emotion. And this might look like financial despair. This might look like a broken relationship that has all of your attention. This might look like an illness that has now taken over all of your capabilities to perform your daily functions. So that is why it is important here, and we're not shaming anyone who has been in this circumstance, but we are teaching you how this works, evolving in the physical. Be quite gentle with self. And so you are honoring the emotions as they come up for you. But you are first tuned in to your soul connection. So you are not sitting in this low emotion. You are separating yourself from it. It is very similar to seeing cards out on a table. So you are a neutral observer of this. And then it is like you are picking up a crying baby. And the crying baby is you, all versions of you that have experienced that emotion. And you are soothing the crying baby, but you are not in that emotion as you are soothing yourself. So you are in feeling safe and secure. You are sitting here in soul connection. And from here, you can evolve through these emotions of low nature. But your dominant focus is basking in appreciation for everything, for the warm water in your shower, for the sunshine, for the ability to move about and balance, for the ability to speak and hear and see. And then it grows. So in your interactions with others, or even in your own thoughts, make sure you are here in soul connection and you are a neutral observer of everything. So that way, when you become triggered, when you encounter someone who is getting your goat here, they're getting under your skin, well, then you are not in it. And you are not going back and forth battling. You are back here and you are honoring this person, what they are evolving through, or what they are sitting in. And they're just a player in your story. Doesn't matter if this is somebody quite close to you. Each is creating their own reality, as are you. And so they are delivering an emotion to you. And most often it will be your thoughts about that interaction that will continue delivering these emotions to you. And you see, if you are stuck up in here in your mind, you can create a lot of stories, a lot of assumptions. So it is to be back here. This is a practice. And you are operating from secure, from safe. And then you are honoring these low emotions. We hope this has provided some upliftment for you today and a deeper understanding of how you are creating your reality in the physical realm by means of your emotions. We honor each and every one of you. And we will tell you that each of your higher selves are a portion of us, divine source energy. Tap into this. Tap into your soul connection and receive. Allow this in for yourself. You each have the capability. And with this, we shall depart. All right. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. See you next week.